Hi, I'm David Boland from the Inside Track, and I'm joined by Paddy Kennedy and Mark Bolger. How are you, lads?
Good, Dave, yourself?
All good, all good. I'll just start with a few short questions for anybody that might know is what age you are, where you're from, and how you first got into racing.
I'm 28. I'm from Dingle in County Kerry, and I got into racing through my older brother. Just ponies at home.
Very good. What about yourself, Mark?
I'm 29, from a Thai, and similar enough got into racing through my brother as well. He was a jockey as well in England.
So you're local enough?
Yeah.
That's good. And you're sick of us dubs beating us the whole time, the last few years, Paddy?
Yeah, well, we had to give you a chance at some stage.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
It won't last for long.
Hopefully we'll keep going. And you both ride out for Jessica Harrington, lads. How many days a week would that be?
Yeah, I'm in Jesse's nearly 10 years now. I think this September. I'm there most mornings. She gives me 1 or 2 days a week off to go elsewhere if need be, but majority of the time I'm in her yard.
Very good. And you're there as well, Paddy?
I'm there about 4 years. I actually got in there through Mark.
Okay.
I was in Desi Hughes and things just weren't working out, so Jesse was looking for a claim, or Mark's claim was nearly gone, and he recommended me to Jesse, so I got the job then. I've been there since. And
would you ride out in many other yards as well during the week?
I don't really. I ride a bit of work in the Curragh every now and again for different lads, but I kind of try and keep a base in Jesse's, and I ride out breakers for Kevin or Ryan there in the mornings before I go to Jesse's. That's grand. Pays the wage anyway.
Yeah. And what about yourself, Mark? Would you ride out many?
I do go up to John McConnell's once a week. I've been doing that for the last 4 or 5 years, and as same as Paddy said, if there's a few smaller trainers around that if need be, I'd go into them as well.
Very good. And I suppose to anybody who's involved in racing knows how tough a job it is what you do, but to people, whether it's a punter in the bookies or someone who just watches racing once or twice a year, I don't think they realise how tough of a job it is in terms of, working every day of the week, your weight, the falls you get, and it's probably the only job in the world where an ambulance follows you around while you're doing your job every day, How do you find with your weight and managing that, Paddy?
I wouldn't say that I struggle with my weight. I probably have to go for a sweat in 1 in every 5 rides. I'd have 4 or 5 pounds to lose, but when you get used to it, your body gets used to what it has to do,
Okay.
But I wouldn't struggle that bad with my weight now, to be fair. There's a lot of fellas are a lot worse off than I am.
And would you struggle with your weight, Mark?
No, not really. So you get used to doing what you're doing. It's like any job. It's part of the routine. To some fellas, you tell them you use 5 or 6 pounds a lot, but when you're doing it on a regular basis, it becomes kind of natural enough to you. And I'm lucky enough that I don't struggle that much in that regard.
So anyone who wouldn't know anything about the whole sweating thing, is it just sauna and running and things like that? Yeah.
Basically, yeah, but as I said, there's a lot of fellas now that do struggle hard, and they're in the sauna every day for 5 or 6 pounds.
It's tough going, isn't it?
It is tough going. Like as I said, it's we're at it long enough now that it's natural enough for us to do that. It's like anyone else going to work doing what they're doing. They do it every day. We have to do it, and it becomes routine. You just do it.
And then obviously when you're low on your weight, then you're struggling that way, you're dehydrated. If you get a fall, then it can't make it any easier then, can it?
No, well, obviously you hit the ground at speed, but when your body's not at 100%, you're probably going to get, you've more of a chance of getting hurt, basically. And even if you got winded, it takes you a bit longer to come around to catch your breath again if you're doing light than it would if you were at your heaviest.
Yeah. And have you had many bad falls, Mark?
Well, I have had my fair share of falls, but like when you put it into the likes of, you see lads like Robbie McNamara and Freddie Flicky, like we've had falls who broke bones, not in comparison to that. So
yeah, true, very true. Leg breaks and collarbones, but they just come with the job, I take it.
Yeah, parcel of it, I think, yeah.
Yeah, very good. And what about the season? Have you rode many winners this season, Paddy?
No, I'm slow, quiet enough this season now. I've only 2 winners, and we're coming towards an end, so I want to be getting another 6 or 7 now to keep things right, keep the bills paid.
Yeah, but sure, you might have loads of rides, but it's hard to be on the right horse to win.
Yeah, but it's a case now of just making a living, so riding fees is my main objective at the moment.
Yeah.
It's hard to get, I suppose like everything else, if you're lucky and you get on the right horse, that can get you through a season for some of the big races, but I'm still looking for that horse again.
Yeah, not easy. And that many winners rode in total, Paddy?
42 now.
So how many have you got left until you lose your 3 pound claim?
Another 18.
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.
So that's maybe a good thing in a way, having the 3 pound claim, is it?
Yeah, some people will use you for your claim. Some people won't bother with a 3 pound. It's kind of when you're on 3, you're kind of in no man's land, because some people don't see the point in claiming 3 of
Or
course.
value in it.
Yeah. They
Okay.
might as well just, like the likes of, they'd say, sure, Davy Russell is 3 pound better than them, so they're just not going to use you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And what about yourself, Mark? Many this season?
6 winners. 6 winners this year.
So
It's been kind of the last 3 or 4 years. It's been something similar every year. When you get to where, as Paddy said, it just riding fees at this stage is the main objective, and if a winner's a bonus. Obviously, there's lads ahead of us and below us. But as I said, when you get to where we are, you're hoping you get on one good horse maybe that might put you back on the map. But at this stage, it's just we're just fighting for survival. There's loads of lads doing that.
especially when you have a house and car and family and things like that.
Yeah, but
it's about making money.
We're only 2 of maybe 100 in the same boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people always seem to have this whole vision of that, oh, being a jockey, it's a great life and things like that, and they make so much money when they look at the prize money. I think they only look at the prize money on the big days.
Yeah, and they probably only look at the prize money the top 5 jockeys have made. They don't
look down to you lads.
list, yeah.
And how many winners have you rode in total, Mark?
I think I'm near 100 now. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'm not far off 100.
That's good. That's good going.
So, but bear in mind I've been at it professionally, if you like, nearly 10 years. Again, the higher scale of it, being a jockey is a great life.
Yeah.
Not saying I wouldn't do anything else, but because I don't know how to do anything else. But it's not so pretty. It's not so pretty on the lower end of things.
No, definitely. And both of you kind of either side of it. Paddy, you have a younger brother who we all know very well, Jack, and then Mark, your older brother, Colin, used to ride in England. He rode a lot of winners in England.
He did, yeah. He was. I got into it over Colin. He rode a lot of winners in England. He's only recently given it up, and obviously when I was starting off, looked up to him, and he's helped me along the way in every sense of the way. Even now, he's still helping me. So that's how I end up getting into the game.
Has to help having your brother being there and done it all to give you that sort of advice and
of course,
helping hand.
Yeah, he was a help and still is a help even now when I'm home. If he'd seen a race, he'd ring me and tell me what he thought, and I'd always value his opinion, and definite help to me along the way.
And what's Colin up to now?
He's worked for David O'Meara in England for nearly the last year now. He's a head lad role there and seems to be happy enough in what he's doing, which I thought he never would be after being a jockey.
Yeah.
To go down that road, but yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's very good. And Paddy, Jack, your younger brother, so the opposite to Mark.
Yeah.
So you've been able to help him come along.
Yeah, well, Jack obviously started. I got into. Well, my older brother had ponies at home, but then he wasn't a jockey. But I decided I wanted to be a jockey, so I went into blind. You know, I didn't have any connections. I didn't know anyone. I came up here. I went to the apprentice school. I got sent out to Kevin Prendergast, rode in the flat, rode over jumps for Desi Hughes, and then obviously went to Jesse's. Got to know people along the way. Jack started the pony race, and I was able to recommend some nice horses to go pony racing, you know, kind of retired race horses and that. And he just had, when he finished, he obviously had a very successful campaign at the pony racing, but when he wanted to be a professional jockey, I was able to recommend him to Gordon Elliott because I knew him through mutual friends, obviously. And Gordon took him on, and he's given him every chance, and he seems to be taking them chances with both hands. He's
doing very well, a lot of winners and a couple of grade 1 winners already.
A couple of grade 1 winners this season, and he's sitting second on the jockeys table now to Ruby Walsh. He's only 17, so it's what he's doing at the moment is good, but he'll just have to keep his head down, and you know, without Gordon he wouldn't have half them winners, so he has to keep Gordon happy too, you know.
Yeah, no, very good.